Over the weekend, like-minded people from across the state attended the first conference of the Texas Nationalist Movement in Waco. So the group of so-called TEXIT supporters celebrated their growing number of members. And joining us to give us insight this afternoon is Robert Downen with the Texas Tribune. Always good to see you, Robert. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me back.
So can you tell us a little bit about the Texas Nationalist Movement, what exactly it is and what's their end goal?
Yeah, sure. So this is kind of the latest iteration of really an ongoing movement that wants a TEXIT, the Texas secession from the United States. This one formed in 2005, and I think has really been, the catalyst and driving force of a broader, the broader secessionist movement since it was founding. And what they want really is, they want first and foremost a voter referendum on the issue. They want to put it to voters, but more broadly, they want to see Texas secede from the United States and think that economically we would be better off if, for a variety of reasons, including because of their, I guess, antipathy towards a lot of federal regulation, what they view as federal overreach.
And it seems like they have been growing and even catching the eye of political figures.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, and to be clear, this is still generally a somewhat small group, but in recent years they've made a number of strides. We've seen quite a few prominent Republicans, whether it was former State Senator Don Huffines and former Texas GOP Chairman Allen West, both participated at a TEXIT town hall last year, and then this weekend at their conference in Waco, Senator Bob Hall spoke, as did Kyle Biederman, a former state senator who is running again and who in 2021 actually put forward legislation to put a TEXIT referendum to the voters.
And then lastly, do they have any idea of what an independent Texas would look like and a plan to make up those for that federal funding?
Sure. I mean, I think that's a really complicated question. And it really, one of the things that was clear in just talking to people that there are a lot of obviously competing visions for that country, this hypothetical country, just as there are a lot of competing visions. But I think a lot of what it comes down to in their minds is, they've just a lot of the underlying premise of the nation is that unencumbered by federal regulations and a lot of the federal regulations and oversight, that Texas's economy would just thrive, and in talking to other experts, economic experts, that's obviously they've said, that's a much easier sell in theory than it is in practice, given how much the Texas economy is intertwined with the other states' economies and the federal government and, all of the many ties there. So.
Okay, Robert Downen from the Texas Tribune, as always, good to see you. Thank you so much for your reporting.
Thank you so much.